Hello everyone, welcome to the latest Jargus Ranger Review. This time we'll be looking at the 17th episode of Megaforce, Staying on Track. And this episode has the Rangers starting on the beach. Well, it looks like a beach. And they're just relaxing a bit. Well, most of the Rangers. Noah is at a bench playing chess with Robo Knight. And he is losing. Because Robo Knight has superior logic. Though he doesn't have any idea of fun. Robo Knight, of course. So then Jake tries to teach him how to high five, but Robo Knight doesn't quite have the self-control and ends up knocking Jake down with it. And it spills something on the table onto his face, so he makes an idiot of himself again. He's a lot like the Vulcan Skull of this season. All the humor comes at his expense. And of course Noah laughs at him. Good thing too, since he just had a humiliating defeat. Alright, so this time Rock's plan is to create chaos among the humans. And his plan is to do that by taking out the train system. But just before he puts that into action, we're treated to seeing just the most annoyingly perfect family. Got a son and a father just waiting at the train station for their mother to get home. And my damn, dude, they make him be made out to be so perfect and innocent. I guess so the audience would feel bad if anything happened to them. So anyway, Metal Atlas goes in, destroys the control center at some train station. I just love the boss in that room. He just doesn't even look at her walking. He just says, "No, employees only." Until she pushes him aside as he thinks, oh, maybe something's wrong. And he seems just completely nonchalant when she just breaks everything. She's like, oh no, it's broken, it's down. He doesn't sound distressed at all. Which I don't know if that's from bad acting or they just wanted him to remain calm. Either way, his portrayal kind of amused me. And so that train is stopped on the way there. And that's the thing, they only show one train being affected, nothing else. So after that, the Rangers get alerted and they chase Metal Atlas, who's now at a power station, trying to take that out. And she's just laying the beat down on the Rangers, and they can barely touch her. I mean, Robo Knight does better, but she's still trying to convince them to join her robot calls. Then eventually, somehow, the power station explodes. So I'm guessing she set up some kind of bomb there, but it's neither really stated, and there's no consequence shown of that action. But she uses that chance to just run away, and the Ranger's looking for her. And against the wall at the train station is a water fountain where Perfect Kid goes to get a drink. And for whatever reason, Robo Knight is just standing right there. And he asks if he's like a police officer. And he says no, but he has something he must protect. And the kid says he misses his mother, and Robo Knight doesn't understand. He explains like what it's like to miss somebody. Once again making Robo Knight more understanding of humanity. Luckily the trains come back moving again. They brought back up pretty quickly. Good for them. And just to show how generic this family is, the father just yells, "Son!" And the kid comes running back. No names, not for any of them. It's just a dad, mom, and son. So Alice has set up another bomb near where the train is supposed to go over. This time the Ranger's there, but she has a bunch of loogies in the way. And even if they're ultra modes, there's enough to keep the Rangers fully occupied. But they finally get through to them, and Robo Knight and Alice start fighting. And this time he kicks her ass and explains that human emotions are not a weakness. Though she still doesn't get it. And being a sore loser, she jumps away and detonates the bomb remotely, making the Rangers' time kind of a waste now. Well, I would say that, but Gosei rewards the Rangers for their perseverance and grants them new Jet Zord. Now you can clearly see on the card that says Gosei Wonder. So these 5 animal heads form a bridge over the hole where the train was supposed to run over, and it goes smoothly. This remind anyone of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie? Then Alice, in an act of desperation, uses the Zombots on herself, and Rock, still watching, is impressed by her loyalty. And the Rangers combine their new Jet Zords to make the Gosei Jet Megazord. It's mostly blue and it has a bunch of animal heads on it, but it has a big axe, and so it looks powerful. And the Rangers of Robo Knight says that she is powerless because she has nothing to protect and therefore nothing to live for. And so they destroy her with the new victory charge. Pretty much does an eagle head right in the chest. of this new Megazord, and it just bites the handle of that axe, and then the head just like blasts off and just gets hurled straight into Metal Alice and destroys her. Now that is one badass finishing move, I have to say. But Alice is not finished yet because Vrack brings her back, rebuilds her with the same memories. He says he still has use for her, so his plans are not finished yet. Then back at the train station, that perfect family is finally all together, and Robo Knight waves at the kid as they are walking by. Why not the kid notices him? I don't think they showed. I didn't notice that. But then he's confused at what he just did, and then they just note that he's becoming more human. And that ends the episode. This was quite a unique episode. We just introduced Metal Alice a couple of episodes ago, and already she's being taken out like that. But hopefully this is the end of the robots versus human emotion plot. Obviously not the end of the robots, but it's just repeating the same things for it over and over, and it's just about played out. I must say, they pretty much condensed about almost 10 episodes of Sentai in just a few episodes of Megaforce. And unlike past seasons that condensed a lot of Sentai, it actually did it quite well. Though getting that new Megazord kinda came out of nowhere. Now my biggest issue here is that the conflict, it's obvious it was taken straight from the Sentai. They only stopped one train, and all it shows is a couple people inconvenienced. They don't do anything about it. Now, if we saw more things done, or people actually getting really impatient, then yeah, it would have driven home Vrack's point a lot better. But the way it was done, it just seemed to be to the sideline, not really a crisis, except for when the bomb was going to explode. Which is a lot different in Japan, since they rely on trains and the subway to go everywhere, every day. Whereas the cities around here, we just use cars and buses. That's the backbone of our transportation infrastructure. So it just made it that obvious it was taken from a different source. They didn't make up a plot line. Now, if they added a couple extra things, included the train, that one train, then yeah, it could have worked a lot better in delivering that idea of chaos. I mean, for someone that's unaware of Sentai or hasn't seen it, they might not get that idea. But for someone who has seen it before, the Sentai version, and is watching the Power Rangers like new, it's glaringly obvious. Which was my biggest problem with Samurai, but that's long past. Overall, this was a pretty good episode. Good action, good dialogue between Alice and Robo Knight, but it still gets the points taken off because of how obvious it was lifted from the Sentai, so I give it an A-. That's it for this week's review. I'm Jargus here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.